power of a group when working together is greater than the total power achieved when working alone.
That's synergy.
Synergy works. Synergy, from the Greek word synergos, equals working together. Synergy works. Synergy is different people working out together advantageously for one final outcome, one goal, rewarding results. Synergy works. Don't train by yourself. Train with synergy. Why? Because synergy works. Contact us today to set up your fitness assessment. Synergy works.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. Where we specialize in custom signs, plaques, stained glass, embroidery, DTF prints, ornaments, sports balls, fathead and custom chains, doormats, puzzles, glasses, TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. Give us a call.
That's myfavoritedj.com. Welcome to the home of my favorite DJ, DJ Jules, baby. If you're looking for a DJ for any type of event, call us now, 313-595-8845. Once again, that's 313-595-8845. www.that'smyfavoritedj.com. The perfect DJ for any of your events. Sweet 16, 21, 30, 50. You turn to 75 years of age, DJ Jules, baby, is the perfect DJ for you. Weddings, corporate events, call 313-595-8845. That's myfavoritedj.com.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah. Big Flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal, Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast, live on Monday night with John Q, Latoya, Deshaun, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.
What up, though? What up, though? We are back. Welcome back to the GAMG, the Big Flex StrongCast for episode 155, y'all. I am your host, John Q, in this bitch. And we have Say the Squad in the building, you know what I'm saying? Say, what's up, sis?
What up?
Got Latoya the Shine in the building. And of course, say to my right, we have Don Snipes in the building. What up, though, brother?
What up, though?
All right. And of course, say, look, we got our true brother, True Toast in the building. What up, though, True Toast?
What up, though?
Yeah, clap it up. And then also, y'all know who we got on the ones and twos tonight. We got Dr. Ruckus.
Yeah, I love porcelain women.
Yeah, you do. You know what I'm saying? Salami. Salami and pancakes. That sounds like a bad combination.
That
though.
is a bad combination.
So y'all know what time it is. This is where Gym Conversation meets podcasting. So when y'all come into the Big Flex Gym, y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe if you haven't already on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Share it on out, share it on out, share it on out. You know what I'm saying? So how was y'all strong end, yo?
It was busy.
Yeah?
My strong end was busy. I had a lot of errands to run. I had a lot of laundry to do.
Okay.
It was busy, but it was good. I can't complain. I rested a lot too, and I needed
Rest is great. You know what I mean?
Yes, it
That
is.
shit is very needed. You know what I mean? What about you, brother? How was your strong end? What you do?
It's pretty cool. My pee-wee here, so I was.
Y'all been hanging out?
We're gonna do some hanging this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had
birthday coming
I had
up.
to get some cleaning and stuff done. It's been a lot of moving parts
Okay.
going on recently. Some projects that's going on, some projects that's released, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. True Toes, how was your strong end, brother?
Shit, my shit was cool, man. I did some charity work for the kids, man. They had the backpack drive, and we cut some hair and all that stuff on Sunday. I got a weekend pass to go out for 4 hours and give it back to the community like I like to do,
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Hey, keep up the great work, man. You already, look, back on the scene, doing what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? All right. My strong end was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So last week I was celebrating last weekend the strong end or whatever, my anniversary, 26th anniversary, me and the missus. You know what I'm saying? So of course we did some stuff here, and then we did go ahead and dip out of town. You know what I'm saying? So we just got back. You know what I'm saying? So we enjoyed ourselves. You know what I mean?
So, are you the ones who messed the Grand Canyon up?
You said, did we mess the Grand Canyon? No, man.
Okay.
No.
I'm making sure.
No.
Nights can be.
No, we just tore up Chicago. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, shout out to my wife. You know what I'm saying? Say happy anniversary again. You know what I mean? 26 for 26. You know what I'm saying? How about that?
Oh, that's what's
Love
up.
that.
26 for 26. You know what I'm saying?
Love
And also
that.
say, hey, look, 2 days prior to that, on the 24th was my grandparents' anniversary. So they not here they not here. But they here in spirit. But of course, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to them, those who are our mentors, you know what I'm saying? And are true examples of true relationships. Yeah.
Hey, True, what you got going on over there, brother?
Yeah, it sounds like Hey, it almost sounded like some Darth Vader over there back in the
All right, then.
Okay, you got it. You must have got it. Okay. And then also, look, y'all, check this out. So, we just found out yesterday. We have been nominated as a StrongCast, you know what I'm saying, in like 4 different categories. And then also Cuz been nominated in some streaming awards, you know what I'm saying, as far as the Oscars. I'm gonna let Dr. Ruckus go ahead and, speak about, the Oscars, then I'll let y'all know what we've been nominated for and what y'all need to do to vote for us, you know what I'm saying, so we can bring it home.
Well, the Oscars is going down October the 9th at 6 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. We serving food probably at 7:30, and then we getting on the way with the award show.
Okay.
It's gonna be. We in the best response. We have over 4,200 votes
Okay.
right now. So.
And then tickets?
Ticket sales right now is $65 per person.
Okay.
Tables is $475 for 8, and that's it.
Okay. All right. So far as the nominations that we've got nominated for, yo. So this is the first for me. So best podcast host. So if y'all can put that vote in for your brother, you know what I mean, for John Q when y'all see it. Hey, look, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Also, we have, say, the best podcast, the best original music and sound design. So if y'all love our intro like we do, you know what I'm saying? Give us a hell of a clap and vote. You know what I'm saying? We got one of the. I know we got one of the best intros. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Jules. You know what I'm saying, for looking out for us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all tap in with him at Synergy Works Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, like I said, he's a hell of a DJ. You know what I'm saying? One of the best. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all holler at him.
And Dog got the breath work game down out cold. You could hear it when he say the rhyme.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he gets to the part where he be like, get it down the he got all that out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to DJ Jules for getting it all out.
Right. You know what I mean? And then we also, this is the 4th time we've been nominated, 3-time winner, but Best Health and Fitness Podcast. So let's run it back, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen for us again for the Best Health and Fitness Podcast. And then we got nominated for a new category. I guess it's the Best News Podcast. So apparently y'all like what the hell we be talking about or something. You know what I'm saying? So clap that shit on up. You know what I'm saying? Vote, vote, vote. You know, and then also, like I said, say for the streaming awards, we do have, say, Don Snipes right here, which he has been nominated for Best Villain. Clap that shit up. All right. Best Supporting Actor. Should have been Best Actor. Oh, I ain't say. But yeah. And then, of course, say he's in the Best Movie that's selected. The Ultimate Vendetta. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all vote. Get y'all votes in for us. You know what I'm saying? All right. What you got to say? No, you got to look on this.
You got that look.
I'm just going to say I'm just gonna say I'm thankful. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. Clap that shit up, y'all. Hey, look, shout out to everybody that's been nominated in multiple categories. Everybody that's been involved, you know what I mean, in podcasting. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not an easy thing to do consistently. You know what I mean? It can get, to you sometime, can be a little challenging, I would say. You know what I mean? But keep up the great work, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole podcasting family. Make sure y'all go ahead and vote for that. You know what I'm saying? That's the network we on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all vote. You know what I'm saying? How long does the voting stay open for?
Oh, I think it's September 25th.
25th? All right.
Yeah. 25th.
All right, y'all. So, hey, look, run them numbers up for us. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. All right? All right, y'all. So, look, we're going to go ahead and get into our new segment. We'll say our Brother True Toast. We about to talk about, say, the True Toast Talk. What we got, say, True Toast? What you got for us?
Getting into the community, man.
Okay.
I'm committed to my community. That's one of my pluses, my positive things. So when I went to sentencing, the judge read my letters, that people were writing for me, and he was like, "Man, why you even selling dope? All these people that give a fuck about you, man. You need to do what you're doing." So he told me when I come home to get back to taking care of the community that I love. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on, man. And I want to really give praise to Robert Sims, man, because he's doing the same thing. He got that big thing yesterday.
Yeah, shout out, man. I just seen that too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rob, man. Robert Sims. Yeah, he been doing his thing, man. This is what, 14th year? Yeah, 14th
a whole lot of
year.
kids came out, man. We cut some hair, passed out backpacks. There was food. They had a train ride for the kids, pony rides, all type of animals out there and shit, man. Painting kids' faces and everything. It was beautiful, man. I was glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, clap it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing great work for the community. You know what I'm saying? In our hood, man.
Who's Robert Sims?
Robert Sims, man. That's one of our good brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yep. Say a hell of a man in our community. You know what I'm saying? That's been doing everything. Doing a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he put it down.
Yeah, shout out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get his ass to come on up here. He'd be like, "Man, I'm coming." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll get him on up here. You know what I mean? Got to shine some light on him.
So, I love my hood, man. It's Finkel for life, but I'm trying to take it bigger than Finkel, man. If I can go to other cities doing this thing, I'm gonna do it, man, because I love us. trying to get us together. We need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Good shit, man. All right, clap that shit up again. You know what I'm saying? True toast in the building. So look, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat real quick. You know what I'm saying? We got an Anquinette Hatton is watching. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? We got Mama Brown in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mama.
Hey, Ma. Hey.
All right, we got Ballin' with Riches in the building. Congratulations, fam. You know what I'm saying? We got Lily Jones Perry in the building. What up, though, Lily? All right. We also have Brittany Chanel is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up. All right. We got Elite Lee Spry. Is that Spry? Okay. All right. Let me see who else we got in the building. I think that's it. You know what I'm saying? We got Tiffany with the T in the building that's watching. So shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all, as far as the voting and stuff, vote us in. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the True Toast. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and get to say our motivational moment with Don real quick. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep this thing moving.
You know how I had to take a moment to think. My motivational moment is just that. Sometimes just take a moment to think about, the words that's gonna come out your mouth. Cause all of it count. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's okay to experience your feelings and all that good stuff, but then outside of that, what you gonna do after that? Yeah. I was talking about, you know what I'm saying, these categories and stuff before we started. I wasn't too pleased about, I guess how some of the public view certain things, but it is what it is. When it's all said and done, I'm definitely grip. This is something I've been doing for a minute, and I'm gonna continue doing it. And got a lot of stuff going on currently, and gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Look, I'm thankful. Just take a moment to think. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the moment.
That was a good beat.
Yeah. You know what, man? Hey, look, you got to go ahead and plug in the number one and number two, movie that's been trending and everything that you've been involved in, too. You know what I mean? Go ahead and plug that in. How about that? Give somebody else some motivation.
Listen, a few things, man. What's that? We got The One Next Door. The One Next Door have been doing really, really good. Man, it went... when it first came out, it went to number 3, but then it's one of the first films that also went to number 2. You know what I'm saying? So that was a beautiful thing.
What's the name of it?
The One Next Door.
The One Next Door.
The One Next Door. Yeah. All right. And then just got some news today about a series that I directed called Reveal Secrets with James McKeever, Crystal Dow, Denzel, Dandridge, Sierra Angelia, and my partner Donnell Clayton.
Okay.
You know what? I wanna say something too. When we shot that, man, it was a time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we shot 6 episodes. For many of us, that was our first time working with each other. But I want to give a special shout out to my homegirl, my partner in crime, Jayla.
All right.
She was the AD on that, and I definitely couldn't have got it done without her. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, and I'm in her film that'll be coming out, the program. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, shout out to Jayla. You know what I'm saying? Hey, keep striving, keep winning, keep creating, and all that good stuff. And I just definitely want to let you know, appreciate every time we get a chance to link up and put some work in, get in them trenches.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and look. I did have a question for tonight, but we're gonna go bypass that because I want to make sure we get to the main topic, and we got a lot to say. So we do have tea time with Toya. You know what I'm saying? So what you got for us, sis, before we get to the main topic?
So I had a wild experience at work last week. I was in my office. For those who don't know, I am a healthcare manager And so I'm sitting in my office, and my main registration area is right outside my office. So I can pretty much hear everything that's going on. So there was a lot of commotion going on, and then I had 3 of my registrars run into my office asking me to come out because there was an escalation happening in my lobby. So I go out, and there's this tall man towering over one of my registrars. All my registrars are women, and he is going off. I mean, he is angry. And so I come out, and I, keep my head about me, and I say, sir, I want to help you get through this issue. I want to help you get to your appointment. Can you tell me what's wrong? Okay. And he immediately went into attacking my registrar verbally, and obviously she was trying to defend herself, which made him escalate more. So I finally get him calmed down. And then she obviously wants to tell her side in defense of herself. Okay. And in her telling her side, she used words like he was being aggressive, and then that escalated him more. But I kept the tone. I stayed calm. I was able to bring him back down and get him out of the office. But what was scary was that after I got him calmed down, he said, yeah, I mean, everywhere I go, it's a problem. I have mental health issues, and I have a hard time self-regulating, and it just ticks me off when people say that I'm the problem, or I'm aggressive, and I'm this and I'm that. And I said, well, sir, I completely understand that. And I'm not saying that you're any of those things. I understand your frustration. I just want to, get your issue solved and get you out the door. But I wanted to share that because just last week, before all of this happened, I was talking about how we have to be mindful of how we respond to people. Yeah. Now, if I had come out and matched his energy or started using words like, hey, sir, can you calm down? You're being aggressive, blah, 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 blah. It could have went real left. Yeah. And so I want everybody who is listening and who will watch this show to really think about that when you're interacting with people. You don't know if these people are just having a bad day or if they really have mental health issues and can't self-regulate. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Shit. That's it. That's all tea time. So look, that's really, if y'all got anything y'all want to add to this, you know what I'm saying, as far as tea time with Toya, say true toast talk, or a motivational moment with Don. You know what I mean? Y'all call in at 810-560-0658. Once again, 810-560-0658. That's pretty much going to lead us to, say, our main topic, which is pretty much going to piggyback off of what you was talking about as far as your tea time, which is from crisis to consequence. Untreated mental health and violence. We're going to take a look at this video. All right?
Family is facing the unimaginable tonight after a walk ended in gunfire. 2 women were shot on the city's east side Friday night. One of them died. Detroit police say this one hits close to home.
The victims were relatives of our own DPD sergeant.
A teenager is now behind bars accused of pulling the trigger. Investigators are now working to piece together what led to the shooting and why. Thank you so much for being here tonight with us for the News at 11. I'm Kimberly Gill.
Such a sad story tonight. I'm Ty Steele. Police say Faith Williams was murdered Friday night while just walking near a liquor store on East Warren Avenue near Nottingham. Her niece was also shot and is fighting for her life in the hospital.
That's right. Jay Scott Smith went to where this happened, joins us live right now. Jay, everybody that I talked to is talking about this story. The community is really rallying behind this grieving family. Just awful.
Yeah, Kim, it is a terrible story. Good evening, everybody. This is an awful story. Unfortunately, it's a video that also went viral over the weekend as well. Just a horrifying incident that has left that family heartbroken, and the entire city basically is grasping for answers.
On what was a violent Friday night in Detroit, it was a particularly senseless crime. A woman and her niece
were shot as they walked into the East Side liquor store on the corner of Warren and Nottingham. And what makes it worse is the age of the shooter.
The suspect in this case is a 15-year-old boy, and he is in custody.
It happened around 11:15 p.m. on Friday night. 57-year-old Faith Williams and her niece, Katriana Cowan, were walking into the store when they ran into the teen seen on surveillance footage from earlier in the night. Seconds after the women walked past him, he pulls out a gun and opens fire on both, killing Williams and injuring Cowan. No words were exchanged beforehand. The shooting seemingly was completely random.
We may not ever know why he did what he did, but we do know that the family is grieving, and we will support them in their time of loss.
Williams was related to a Detroit police sergeant, and the family has started a GoFundMe to help with funeral expenses. A makeshift memorial sits in the store right now, and numerous questions remain. Employees who didn't want to go on camera said that while Williams was a regular, they'd never seen the teen before.
We just want to thank you all and ask you to keep us up in prayer. Keep my niece that's in the hospital up in prayer, because we all need your support.
Williams' heartbroken sister also made a surprising plea in regard to the young man, who, for reasons that only he could explain, gunned down her sister.
We also ask that you pray for the young man who did this, because we never know what's on people's mind. And although it's tragic, if God forgives us, then who are we not to forgive him?
So, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get into the main topic, which is From Crisis to Consequence, Untreated Mental Health and Violence. So, sis, it's on you.
Yeah. So, one of the things that touched me at the end was her saying, pray for him. And like, we forgive him the way God forgive us. And I like that, because although it's not being spoken about a lot, I have seen things on the internet, and even in the video, they don't do a close up, but the video that they have of him during the day, he's walking around with his mother's obituary. He's 15 with a gun. I feel like, and we may never hear the other side. We may never find out where his headspace was. But you have to consider, if he's walking around with his mother's obituary, one, that's not normal.
Yeah.
Like, he in the middle of the day, you're just walking around with your mother's obituary. We don't know what space that left him in at 15. He might be homeless. He might be living with abusive people. Like, he lost his mother. I can't imagine losing my mother at 46.
Yeah.
And so I feel like even when you look at his face in the video, he just looks disconnected.
Yeah.
So I don't know for sure, but I feel like there has to be some mental PTSD struggle, some type of something going on with him that caused him to just crash out like this.
But his mother died 5 years ago.
Yeah, I thought it was like 2 years ago.
It was 5.
I don't know that matters, though.
I'm gonna tell you, my mother died when I was young. So the whole thing is, he dropped out of school after his mother had
died or something. Yeah.
So he did not go back to school. So he hasn't been to school. The system has failed him, truly, including his own family, because the person who turned him in was his brother. Okay, so the whole thing is, this was wrong with our culture right now. We too damn prayerful. If when it comes down to it, you have to look at the system that's breaking us every single day. And if we don't look at it like that, we're crazy.
Well, hey, look, we got a phone call already. Say, welcome to the Big Flex StrongCast. Who we have on the line?
Hey, y'all got Marlisha. How are you guys?
All right. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Big Flex.
Thank you. I wanted to chime in on this, right?
Okay.
Because I get that Miles just chimed in and said that the boy lost his mother 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, he was 10.
Right.
We don't know the trauma behind that.
Absolutely.
The reality of it is, in our community as Black people, we do not value therapy. We do not go seek therapy. We do not embrace healing. We sit and harp in pain. So if no one took this baby and said, you know what, I'm gonna get you some therapy, I'm gonna get you some grief counseling, and actually nurtured him,
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, yes, it was harsh, it was horrible, but you have to put yourself in a position, so we don't know how his mama died at the age of 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a system. A whole system failed him. A system failed his
system
family.
in the community.
His family.
Which
you
is
know
the
what I mean?
community.
The school system has failed him because why they ain't looking for him for truancy? It's a lot.
Yes.
There are a lot of things that could have went wrong.
Yeah.
But the truth is, him walking around with the obituary anyway, period, was a sign that nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
Seeing the baby leave the house or anything.
Anything.
Like,
And where did he get that type of caliber of gun?
anywhere. You know, anybody, they get guns.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm probably the only person
by the
that
age
don't
of
carry a
15.
gun.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and by the age of 15, you know, you pretty much are aware of where to get things. You know what I
That
mean?
baby been smoking weed, doing anything.
Probably so,
Smoking
yeah.
weed, robbing and everything, and got a pistol and just went out there tweaking, as they call it these days. You know, kids call it tweaking.
He also started shooting at
Yeah, he started shooting at somebody else. Yeah.
The drugs they are on, so ain't no telling what type of drugs he's been on to suppress the pain, and he out there tweaking, and something told him to just haul off and shoot these women.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's more that I feel like can be done in the community. Like even with my daughter, for example, my daughter 13, she has therapy sessions on Sundays and Mondays. Both my kids have been to therapy. I don't play about the mental health. You understand what I'm saying? Because that mental health is everything. Because if you can't control your emotions, you're going to succumb to them. And this is just one of them cases. And unfortunately, we lost 2 lives. Think about the other stabbing that just happened. Where was the stabbing that the man grabbed the knife and stabbed that woman at the Dollar Tree?
And I don't know what side of town it was, but it's a Dollar Tree. It's the suburban area.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look at all the crime that's happening in Dearborn.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's everywhere. You know what I mean?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. You know what I mean? So.
I blame it on COVID.
She say, I blame it on COVID.
COVID changed a lot for sure.
It's a lot of, contributing factors, you know what I'm saying, that's been happening, just
a mother died, so.
Yeah, but I love y'all.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling.
And call again. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it.
You never know what people's triggers are. Like we don't know if it was the anniversary of her death.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Or what was her cause of death?
What was the cause of death? Did she get shot? Like we don't know. But none of that matters. What matters is that this boy clearly had untreated issues.
Yeah.
And we have to be mindful of that, and we have to be a community, and not just with our kids, but with the kids around us.
Yeah.
Sometimes kids aren't comfortable talking to their parents.
Yeah.
You give them a safe place to land. Give everybody a safe place to land. After that incident, I had a meeting with my staff, and I told them 2 things. One thing is that I never want y'all going back and forth with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you say that this is what it is and they don't accept that, come get me.
Yeah.
Come get me.
Oh, call security. You ain't security.
I'm not security, but I have seen security escalate situations.
Yeah.
I have a question there. Are there any men at your workplace?
There's none that work for me, no.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
I think that's a warranted problem too. Again, when we place ourselves in jobs and things like that, you have to be secure that you're secured.
I agree.
And most people don't.
I noticed this inside a lot of schools.
Yeah.
It's like, where the men at? Y'all women can't break up no... Listen, 14, 15-year-old boys, when they get to scrapping, man, you gonna mess around and hurt your motherfucking self.
Yeah.
Them little niggas strong. You know what I'm saying? Like...
Let's let True Toast chime in. I know you got something to say about this one too. You know what I mean?
I really don't respect the fact that everybody's saying that he didn't get no help or people let him down, because mental health, it ain't easily treated. You could have had 10 communities helping that kid, and he still snapped. It's unfair to say that he didn't have any help because shit, mental, stress and all that type of shit is hard, man. With him losing his mother, everybody in the world could have talked to him, and he still snapped. So it's not fair to say. It's being subjective to say that he didn't have any help. You know what I'm saying? It's traumatizing to be a kid losing their mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it don't matter how much somebody talk to you. You can be sane and have everybody talking to you and you still snap. So it's unfair to say that everybody let him down. We don't know that. We don't know if he is on drugs or none of that. This is what we assuming.
Yeah.
Now, I don't condone what he did. You know what I'm saying? But still, he a kid that lost his mother. Like Sis said, I'm 50 years old. If I lose my mom, it'd devastate me. I don't think I'll go off the deep end like that, but it'd be devastating. You know what I'm saying? So it's not fair to just throw him under the bus like that. Like I said, I'm not trying to make it justify what he did at all, but it's unfair to say that he didn't have any help and nothing like that. Because I know a lot of people, the young people, for example, they get all the help in the world and they still act a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying?
But we do know this, though. You know what I mean? When it comes to, say, mental health, a lot of times when it comes to, say, crime, the way that they handle it is just lock your ass up. You know what I mean? Because a lot of, they've closed like a lot of mental institutions and stuff like that, for people, you know what I mean, that really have actual mental, issues and stuff like that. So, like I said, I think to be honest with you, it's really a societal breakdown. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stressors. You know what I mean? You wake up, from the time that you wake up, you turn on your phone. You know what I mean? You got some bullshit you can look at. You might be living in a situation far as your parents might be just on some bullshit or whatever. You know what I mean? So at every given turn, you know what I mean, there is, in this life and in this society, it's a lot of stressors. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, he could have had, say, some, support, family support or whatever, and shit, it might not even matter. You know what I mean? So, what about you, say, cuz? Like, what's your thoughts?
I think it's, again, a little bit of everything. Yeah. I think similar to what you said. Go ahead.
All right, say welcome to the Big Flex StrongCast. Hey, look, I'm hearing all this shit in the background. Say welcome to the Big Flex StrongCast. Who we have on the line?
Hey, good evening, you guys. It's the doctor.
Hey, sis.
Hey,
happy anniversary.
What's going on?
Hey, baby. No.
Hey. And I just want to call in and say about mental health. When we talk about mental health, it is a very sensitive topic. First and foremost, mental health population is the most underserved medical community. It's the most vulnerable population. We don't have a lot of mental health facilities, especially inpatients, to serve those. And then I think a lot of times too, with mental health and people who have chemical imbalances such as bipolar or antisocial personalities, a lot of times family tends to normalize this, right? We know we have a family member. Yeah, we know we have a family member that may not be quite right, but we tend to normalize that's just the way they are. That's just the way they, they're angry or they're depressive. It comes around like people that we're around a lot of times, like we have these people who have this constant negative talk about themselves, and even though they can laugh through it, sometimes they're underneath it all is hurting. So we can try our best to be aware, but again, the best thing to do when it's someone that's angry or heightened, you have to realize that you gotta disengage. Sometimes some of the things you can do is just to let them, if they're angry, you don't react, but you got to make yourself safe too. So coming from like healthcare facilities and things like that where I worked, we would call security, but a lot of times police don't know how to handle them. It results in violence, and that's the problem with a lot of times you see with these police officers now. They want to shoot them or they want to tase them. Family members think that they can handle them, and that results in someone being hurt. So the best thing you do, like even with people who are paranoid schizophrenic, you can't approach them. You got to be careful how you react to them, unless you especially trained in those areas of that vulnerable population. It's best. What can we do? Let's not
it's
normalize.
It's gonna be an ongoing process,
Of course, just like it's diabetes, high blood pressure, mental illness is also, of it. So know their triggers and things like that. And then family too. Let's stop normalizing and just say we got the crazy cousin or the crazy uncle or he just weird in his way. We gotta stop normalizing that and understand the warning signs. So.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you guys.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Say thank you from the doctor. You know what I mean? We appreciate you calling in. All right, y'all.
I want to say this. I hear what y'all saying about calling security, but to her point of what she's saying, like when you call security, they just want to rush in, aggressive, right? Yeah. I've been in healthcare in the hospital for over 10 years now. I've encountered a lot of escalations. I've never not been able to de-escalate or control the situation. Yeah. I know my boundaries. I know my limits. And I recognized when I was able to bring him down, and then I recognized what was his triggers. Yeah. So if it had gotten to a point where, okay, I'm talking calmly to you and I don't see you coming down, then yes, I'm going to get help. Yeah. I'm going to always keep myself safe, but I feel like as a manager, it's a part of my job is to keep everybody in my office safe. Yeah. So sometimes the people can return energy or be a little sassy and not knowing that they're being snapped because they're feeling attacked. I never take that energy. I never feel that way. Yeah. So I feel like, no, y'all don't go back and forth. Come and get me. And if I can't de-escalate it, then yeah, we'll get help. But I never want to bring in the forces unnecessarily. Yeah. And it was a bad situation and it could have went left. If I hadn't have come out, I think it would have went left. But I didn't feel like it was. Yeah, because a lot of times and shit, that's what happened. Things go sideways real quick. You know what I'm saying? Cuz, go ahead and finish up your point before we got the call.
Man, I think a little bit of what everybody's saying is, part of the problem and the solution that's hidden within that, right? Meaning, true, I agree with, some of your point that, hey, listen, there are times where, we are reaching out to some of these, young folk and they still not listening. Yeah. But I also agree with what Miles said wholeheartly with at the end of the day, where are our safeguards, our checks and balances? And while I was sitting here thinking about it, I'm like, again, a lot of the problems that we have in our own community, they stem from how we handle things in our own household. Yeah. Like you just said, sometimes we normalize, hey, that's the crazy young, blah, blah, blah. And then don't nobody want to say nothing to him. Ain't nobody fucking with him, that kind of shit. And then, that shit shows up in how we handle it as a community. And then when we have something bad that happened, now, you know what I'm saying, it's an outcry about some things when realistically, and this is why I'm a firm believer, somebody asked me one day, if men are supposed to protect women and children, then whose responsibility is it to protect men? And I answered, men. Yes. It's our responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm just saying that to say that because I've thought about that so much, it has led me to be more proactive with speaking up at times where, most people would be like, man, don't say nothing because this and that probably gonna happen. Yeah. Well, fuck, if we just always keep doing that, what type of community are we gonna have? It's gonna be fucked up.
That's what I was gonna say about protection. Protection is not always physical.
No, definitely is not.
I mean?
You know what I mean?
And
Most of the time it starts from the
mental.
Yeah.
And that's the part when we say who gonna protect the men. Men will. But it's not, it doesn't have to be physical. It's about, sometimes you have to pull not the spiritual or religious part. You have to pull the sensible part out of a man. You have to say, listen,
sensical and logical.
Yeah, do not let no 18-year-old boy piss you off. To where you about to smack the hell out of him into row 7 and you in row 1. And it's because sometimes that boy might need it to be smacked, but what it brings all over, that will torment him. And now he just carrying the pistol. Now everybody who's older than him, he's going to lash.
He gonna resent.
And so most people don't get that. And what I've learned, even dealing with what I deal with every day, dealing with people is harsh. Because everybody think different, and you can't think differently for them, and you can't think differently to comprehend what they even trying to express. It's just like, imagine you driving and 5 people trying to grab the steering wheel because they want to go the way that they used to, and most people do not get that. And I have learned throughout my years is sometimes you just got to be patient. You know what I mean?
A lot of times you gotta be patient.
I mean,
no, absolutely.
And in Detroit, we have to learn that when the lights are out in traffic, you know what I mean? It's a rule. 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
1, but no, they want to go 2,
Say,
3.
wait your turn.
Exactly. But because we think that I never saw a turtle in the street dead. You feel me? And he the slowest one. He understands that when the vibration calm down, this is my time to go. The fastest animals be in the middle of the street dead.
Yeah, but again, I think it's. I'm sorry, not but. I just would like to add to what you're saying about saying at the end of the day, a lot of how we handle this, it just goes back to, what are our morals? What are what things do we value?
Yes.
And I think that in our community, all while I've been, on this earth, just dealing with bullshit is worn in our community as a badge of honor. Like, whoever can deal with the most bullshit, you the toughest, roughest, strongest.
Like, man, I got this going on and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like,
I don't know my chest. Like,
that shit is not normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit lead to erectile dysfunction. And that shit's scary motherfucker to me. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to take it there. But anyway.
You say Mr. Floppy, huh?
No. We just gonna always find a way back, huh? It's crazy.
I said it once and I'll say it again. I am an advocate for men's health, and I'll tell you this much.
Absolutely.
Everything ain't always about some money and somebody talking about somebody's hairline. You know what I'm saying? When dudes are stressed out, they got all kind of stuff going on. And here's the deal. I'm gonna take. Not to go off on a tangent, but it made me think about something one day. When I've seen a mom who gives birth to a child who maybe is on the spectrum or has some issues, okay? I always notice that when that mom is raising that child, man, she dealing with a lot. And one thing that I've noticed that really affect, mothers that have to handle that on their own, they have a lot of guilt. Like, man, like what?
Where did I go wrong?
There you go.
Yeah.
And this is what made me think about this one day. I said to myself, what if you didn't go wrong? What if this motherfucker wasn't taking care of himself?
Yeah.
What if this motherfucker's sperm was bad and fucked up and he out here and was just doing all these things to his temple, and now he is the one that put this, and now he ain't the one that's dealing with it. So I give, you know what I'm saying, huge love to mothers that say, hey, look, I'm a proud mother of a child who have A, B, and C going on, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna love them. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I notice, when that happens, we be too focused on who carried the child, but it's just like, wait a minute, what about that seed, man? Well, how was your seed? And that shit important to me.
Yeah, no, it is.
I mean, but most people don't know how important the seed is. Most people, because we were not trained that way. At least women was taught how precious their private part was. We were not. because we just get up, shake, wiggle. And
ding-a-ling is a ding-a-ling.
Right, and the sad part is, I keep trying to explain to people, when you get older, women say, I got a bacterial infection. Because men still didn't know how to clean their penis when they get older. Most men don't know how to clean. You still 32 years old and you passing on bacteria to a woman because you don't know how to clean and rinse, the wrench around.
Wrench it off.
Wrench around and wrench it off.
Right. Most people, and so I was guilty of it when I was younger, because one day I was like, why I got like dead skin? It's nothing but dead skin, because no matter when you wash up and what kind of type of soap you use, and you lotion and you put lotion
Dirty
down
dick
there.
nigga. No, I'm just playing. No.
And listen, some women can't even handle certain soaps, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
And a man won't listen to all the fellas out there. Have a conversation with the person you being intimate with. Some women can't. You might be putting that Dove soap on your shit, and that shit not good for her.
Irritation.
And then you blaming it on her. It might be you.
But she is blaming you like it's a sexual disease and is throwing her PHP
throwing that pH on. But and these things need to
pH
be
balance.
discussed. You know what I'm saying? But again, going back to what we was talking about, I just find it really, really important that, again, you know, our community as a whole, the men in our community have to start stepping up when we see certain things. And then the only way that we can really create some change is if we start with self. First we gotta learn about, you know what I'm saying, our own self and what's going on with us emotionally and how to deal with these things, because a lot of times, as I always say, you can't give something to somebody. You can't give something that you don't have. So it's hard for you to go talk to this young man about all of these problems when you haven't even figured out how to deal with your own shit emotionally.
I mean,
you don't got nothing to bring to the table, so he ain't listening to you.
And that goes in relationships too.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't afford to be in a relationship when you are mentally drained and you mentally depressed and things like that.
Yeah.
I have a lady on my head. She was like, why? I said, I'm not ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just not coming out of my depression. Now you want me to jump into a situation when you're depressed?
How about again, to say what you just said, maybe in a different way. You can't afford to be in a relationship when you are emotionally and mentally poor. You understand what I'm saying? We always talk about financial prosperity, but we need to start being prosperous mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I tell people the financial prosperity really is the bottom of the totem pole, because if you don't have those other things,
you can never get
good luck.
Man, you're going to be out of here.
Listen.
You're going to have a rough time in life.
That's a good way to say that.
Definitely. Having a bad attitude and trying to get money, it don't work.
No.
Yeah.
People don't understand it, and if it do work, it's not gonna work for long.
Yeah.
People, I have witnessed people have $800,000 in a year and a half. They have nothing, and it's all because they didn't want to pivot to be a better person. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, just to have the decency to say good morning.
Well, how about this? What they call that? Diversifying their portfolio, right?
Yeah.
Right. A lot of times, it's not just about, say, it's your investments and shit into yourself in a proper way. You know what I mean? Like you said, your mental, spiritual. You know what I mean? Get out and actually relating, learn
You're emotional,
communication, all that shit.
All of that.
We have lost the art of relating.
A lot of people are poor in those areas.
And read a motherfucking book.
That too. Yeah, that too.
Hey man, book's starting to be like a motherfucking diamond and a block of gold around this bitch.
Oh yeah, because
trying to tell you.
Yeah,
I've literally been looking through my book. I'm like, you know what, man? It's time for me to reread some of these motherfuckers. Because books is gonna fucking be
bringing back CDs
listen.
too. You know what I mean? How about
today,
that?
Before
tangible
I came here, I just want to share this really quickly. Before I came here, this brother was telling the story about how back in the day they had this air competition in the military, and one time they invited the 32nd Air Division, and it was the black guys. It was the Tuskegee Airmen. All right, they brought them anyway. They won the competition, and they won even though they were flying planes that were inferior to what the other people were. And so when you look in the history books, You just so happen somebody took a picture of the black pilots next to the trophy, but they never recorded it in the book. So when you looked up that year, it said winner unknown. They didn't even put it in the books. Wow. So this black man, I feel like it was. I just reposted this. I feel like it was 2000, maybe 15 or whatever. He went and he said, "Hey, listen, wait a minute. These brothers won.
Yeah.
We gotta say something," and they just not acknowledged it.
And that's crazy. What, 11 years later?
That's crazy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you more crazy. This is why we feel like we are, what would you call that when you feel as if you deserve it or whatever? What is it called?
Entitled.
Mm-hmm. So the fact that he said that they didn't put it in there, you know why they didn't put it in there, Don? Because they didn't have to, and that's the problem. We never control our own narrative. We believe controlling our narrative is bragging. We believe controlling our narrative is not equal up to anyone else's. So we just got to learn to say, fuck that, record it, keep going.
And keep on going, yeah.
Record our own history.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Record our own fucking history. Because
don't that sound brilliant? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, it's important because I sit sometime and I see a lot of motherfuckers arguing about criminal facts. Mm-hmm. And one day motherfuckers said, why we sitting up arguing with
who the biggest gang?
What these motherfuckers is, with these motherfuckers, then these the same motherfuckers who lie about the facts to begin with.
Absolutely.
So the same motherfuckers that's recording the facts,
all this shit is a lie.
Is creating the facts and lying about the facts.
Everything is, all this shit, you know what I'm saying, is built on a lie.
I'm just telling everybody, I've been saying this for I don't know how long, how many years. We could watch and praise Marvel if we want to. All those heroes was named after some black story or not fairy tale.
The origins.
But the origins of it, folk tales. All of the X-Men were black in the beginning. If you read the comic books, it's plain and simple. Mm-hmm. But the whole thing is we don't even want to take that part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't. We Black Panther came out. You know what I mean? It's all an uproar, but we forgot about a lot of other.
Man, I wanna you said something earlier that really put something into perspective. Do we have an issue with just sitting around praying too much and not enough action?
Yes.
Not enough action. That's why I will say that.
Action.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'm gonna say, hey, look, keep the prayers going, but at the same time,
yeah.
Listen, faith without works is dead faith.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah. You said something that in my private conversations, I am big on just fly. See, some people at times have thought that the words that I've said and expressed when it comes to church and prayer, it sound to them like, oh, Don, you not in the church. No, I'm just asking, why we sitting up praying for sister such and such, but we not saying sister such and such need to get her health together in this way. We just can't always pray and then don't follow it up with shit.
Right.
Well, prayer without works is dead.
We gonna pray about this debt, but we ain't actually about to sit down.
You gotta put in the work.
What we
Let me
gonna
see
do
what you got going on.
You gotta
with
put in
credit
the work.
cards. And have you heard of the snowball technique and all that? Let's actually talk about some shit and put it behind it, and not always sitting around. Well, let's just pray about it.
Man,
fuck some just praying about it. I'm just being straight up.
It's like you need the prayer, but you need the action behind it.
Absolutely.
You need
I'm not saying don't,
viable solution.
but I agree with you to the point where it get to the point sometime where it's just like you can't just sit and be like, well, I'm gonna pray about it and don't say nothing or don't do nothing else about it.
Damn that.
We gonna be fucked.
Yes, all the time. Listen, your testimony will be greater than prayer. I tell anybody there's two animals that I know for sure that go through the storm just so they can go through it. That's buffalo and an eagle. They go towards the storm because it's only going to be a second before you get through it. But if you are sitting there waiting, trying to prepare for a storm, you kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But this is black people problem. We waiting for the storm. We all in Florida talking about board up the windows. No, fucking move. This shit happens 7-8 times every year. You go through the preparation, then your grandmama lost.
See what they doing in Mississippi right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They trying to arm everybody 21 and up.
I don't blame them. And shout out to people like David Banner who's pulling people out out the crowd saying, "You got hardship? Come up here.
Yeah.
Come up here." He gave him a few $100. You know what I mean? And we need to do that with our brothers and sisters. Somebody about to lose their house or about to get kicked out. Or DTE, you fucking over them. What's up? We need to have an attorney in every district that can represent our people. But we don't think like that, bro.
Yeah.
They do.
So look, what's y'all final thoughts, on the main topic real quick? You know what I'm saying? We'll go around the table real quick before we out of here and get to the quote of the night.
Therapy is important. How you respond is important. And protect yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. Get help.
Okay. What about you, True Toast?
I just believe people got to care, man. Start caring from the beginning. Don't wait till it blow out of proportion. Care from the beginning, man. So you can see the problem. You can try to resolve it before it get too late. You know what I'm saying? You don't learn at 50 years old as easy as you learn at 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? So if you teach them from the beginning, it's easier to get your point across. If you learn it from the beginning, it's easier to grasp the knowledge. You know, like when I went to barber school, the instructor told me he hate dealing with people that already know how to cut hair because they feel like they can't learn nothing. So, it's just best to learn. It's best to teach from the beginning.
Yeah.
That way, some shit can come out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. You know, they're saying that they ain't just saying that shit for nothing.
Yeah.
So get to the nitty gritty, man.
Yeah.
Get to the nitty-gritty. I wanted to say something else, man. It's kind of quick. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this, man.
Okay.
It's something powerful to me. You know, the most powerful thing to me in my world that we lacking is black love. I don't think we love each other. You know what I'm saying? I think men is against women. They don't really understand how powerful a black woman is. And I think they need to care about that shit, man, because a black woman is a goddess. And until they realize that shit, man, we ain't gonna make it, man.
Yeah.
I say, as I've been saying this for years, you heal the woman, you heal the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just bottom line. Because she has the nurturing power to do so.
Yeah.
Men has the fighting and the protection.
The warriors.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't get it. And it's sad.
Yeah. Bruzin, what you got?
I just want to add to that and say, we gotta learn how powerful forgiveness is. You know, and again, it's not about forgiving somebody else. We got to learn how powerful it is to forgive ourselves and give ourselves an opportunity to be renewed in our thinking and in our mindset. There's too many of our families, and I think this just goes, along with what you just said, True, like in terms of black love. There's too many of us within our relationships, within our family structure, within our community, where oftentimes, these kids that are coming up under us, they don't necessarily see examples of love like they need to. And we kind of repeating a cycle that is hurting us. And so I believe a solution to that, along with the black love, is to understand how powerful forgiveness is. Because just like that lady said at the beginning of the clip, it was like, man, we need to pray for that young man. And that may be hard for a lot of people to conceptualize because they lack the capacity to have forgiveness in their heart. But I believe that forgiveness is a very, very powerful thing, and it's something that I've been curious about because it's something that I've struggled with in my life. When I've had times where I just kind of question, people around me, their motives, and how they treated me, and how things just panned out between us. But I will say at the end of the day that it's also been something that, once I've embraced it, I've been able to move forward and look at that person in a whole different perspective.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'll just end it with this, just be, I think True Toast said it earlier, be kind, be thoughtful. At the same time, don't be unaware of your situation, your surroundings and everywhere. You still have to be mindful of the society that we live in, so, do what you need to do. You know what I mean? If you need to learn how to do any kind of self-defense, karate or whatever the case might be, go to the gun range, anything like that to learn how to protect yourself. Protect yourself, with wisdom, logical things, Don't take your ass to a gas station and shit at 2:00 in the morning in the hood, Certain things is just logical, Don't do, to keep yourself safe. And like I said, just be kind, It is a lot of people that's dealing with, say, a lot of issues in this society right now. That's highly stressful, So at any given moment, anybody, that's sane can go ahead and pop they top, what I'm saying? And go go out, as I say, tonight, as far as on quote of the night. I ended like this, y'all, before we out of here. The quote of the night is from the movie Tropic Thunder. All right. This is where Kurt Lazarus, a.k.a. Robert Downey Jr., who's playing blackface, by the way. Excellent job, actually. Is speaking to Tug Speedman, which is Ben Stiller, all right? He's speaking about this character that he's playing in this movie prior to the movie that they was in called Simple Jack. I'm not going to say the whole little monologue or whatever, the whole little everything, but he did say this. Everybody knows you never go full retard. On that note, y'all make sure y'all vote, you know what I'm saying? And we'll see y'all. Look, we won't see y'all next week. Look, because I know it's the holiday and everything, so I know everybody going to be chilling with their family and everything. So we'll be back on the 14th, I believe. All right?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace it on up. Flex it on up. Peace, y'all.
Yeah. Big Flex on the set, we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex podcast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoya, Deshaun, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex podcast.